So, and as I've already mentioned, the record will be available after this session. I will do emailing through all email addresses of participants which registered at this event. Also, at the end of the session or during the session, we will check tabs, chat, and QA, which you can use during this session asking your questions. And you see that the majority of the question will be addressed at the end of the session, but I think if some of the question will concern the content of our speech, of our slides, probably some of the questions we can answer during the session. We will see. Yeah. So this is the reminder where you can find your tabs, chat, and QA, and it's better to say how they look like. Bartek, please provide us, give a light of this research cycle, which I am sure familiar for every researcher or librarian or every person who involved into the research or somehow support the research cycle.
Okay, thank you so much for this introduction and giving me the floor at the beginning of this session. So, as long as we are working in the academia sector and in the universities, research institutes, and even if we're single researchers or even students, sometimes we're working in a cycle highly correlated with all these things, what we are doing with our interests, what we're preparing, where we would like to be in the coming few years, because sometimes in this research cycle, we're using it simply as an accelerator of our career. So if you see these 4 elements, 4 areas from planning, preserving, undertaking, and publishing, you will very familiar see that this is something very close to me, what I'm doing day after day, every day, sitting in office, sitting in front of my laptop, sitting with my emails, or even reading the papers, scientific papers retrieved from Scopus, retrieved from Science Direct, or even shared by your colleagues. If I can ask you, Galina, to click once more.
Sure.
We have tried to understand each of these elements because you know us better as a guy speaking about Scopus and Scopus features, SciVal, and SciVal features, or even any other solutions offering by Elsevier or serving by Elsevier in your countries in different types of licenses, sometimes using very simple thing as Mendeley to preparing your latest article and building the bibliography for your papers, or even to store your articles to read in your own small private collections. But based on it, bear in mind one crucial thing: you are not alone in this cycle. We here, me, Galina, and Kier, we would like to be a partner in this small, let's call it small crime, when we would like to offer you our knowledge, our support, our excellence even, to share with you the latest things. But the closest partner for you, in our opinion, is librarians. Your librarians in your university, your institutions, they are the most experienced guys who can bring you the best answers based on your local content, based on everything what is crucial for you on your current state of career, or even help you to design your own career based on all available portfolio of solutions, features, databases available for your university, for your country, or for researchers in that moment. Oh,
sorry,
too fast. So just to finishing my short introduction, when you're starting one-on-one consultation is the best things with your mentor, with your librarian, with the information specialist at your university, or even sending emails to guys like me, Galina, and Kira. We also happy to share with you what is available answer your tough questions. Do not afraid. We are not ignoring you. We are not ignoring a question sending via emails. We just always helping you, even sharing the relevant people from your small university or even with the whole country who can bring you support. Secondly, if we're talking about solutions, what we are using every day with my colleagues, you can know that we have a lot of elements, and you can believe me or not, but we have more colleagues sitting around the world thinking and working to develop it, to add new features. Today, we're speaking a lot about artificial intelligence based on ChatGPT and it. But believe me, we use it ages of artificial intelligence. Maybe you even do not think about it when using Scopus or SciVal, when using topics that behind it is machine learning, natural language processing, and even artificial intelligence. So in some elements, we already have it, and this kind of feature, artificial intelligence, is serving for you, for your needs. When you're undertaking the research, you can find a lot of useful elements. This recording will be available soonly on our website, and this is also a part of it. So when you need some support, when you would like to develop your skills, you can watch numbers of these kind of videos when we are sharing our experience, or even you can find more relevant for your current needs. And finally, when you're publishing, when you're preparing to publish your paper first, maybe you're a PhD student and you are publishing your first, you can grab some crucial information why you should be highly oriented to use all portfolio what you have to select, for example, the proper source to publish, because it could be a crucial not today, but in coming 10 years when you will be starting as a chief for a ERC grant, and your portfolio of papers will be very detailed checking by the evaluators in this research office. So guys, this is everything from my side. I'm wishing you a pleasant webinar with us, and I hope we will be able to answer your all questions. If not, we come back to you via email as usual.
Thank you, Bartek. Thank you for this indeed this introduction to the topic and offering our help. And I just want to add that we work very closely with libraries, research institutions libraries, or universities libraries. And many years ago, we used the motto which sounds like never underestimate the importance of a librarian. And it's still true and still actual. Indeed, just do not be shy to ask librarian or ask us for the help. So let's continue. And if we are talking about the research cycle, at every stage it's always discovery. And when you start your journey on searching the literature, or searching for the materials, or searching for the relevant journal, usually our journey starts with the keywords. At the starting point, it could be efficient, but in many cases, on the other hand, it's limitation. So, which means that the results are limited by set keywords which we used within our search. What about to look around? What about to look beyond the keywords? And today we will share with you some tips, or some will show or demo some Scopus and SciVal features, which allow you to indeed go beyond the keywords, while we will use keywords as starting point for the search, but try to play with these features and try to find more information, but more, I mean, not more in terms of the volume, but more important, more aligned with your content of your research and your interest. So the first station and first step, Scopus. You all know, I hope, about Scopus, but let me remind that it's an abstract and citation database of peer-reviewed literature curated by experts. And today, Scopus covers more than 27 peer-reviewed serials from all over the world, and with more than 90 million records. And let me jump onto the live view. Usually, and it's typical thing, we start researching through using the keywords or search terms. And Bartek already mentioned artificial intelligence, very actual topic and indeed challenging topic. And we see the growing discussions about the future of artificial intelligence and research within artificial intelligence. And if we will do search using this phrase, artificial intelligence, even just limit ourselves with this phrase, we will find the almost very close. I think it will be 500,000 documents which returned by Scopus. But artificial intelligence covers different subject areas. And if you are a philosopher, for example, is there any place for you as a philosopher to do any research or any let's say, topic within artificial intelligence? How to find this information? Definitely, it's impossible to go through all these publications, or you will need, in this case, to do additional, again, search, adding new search terms. We offer you another very quick and very simple step, which help you to narrow your search using subcategories. As you know, Scopus use all science classification codes. It's the classification system used by Scopus, which consists of 27 or 6, if I remember correctly, subject areas. But these, honestly, these subject areas are divided onto the smaller subcategories. And in total, we have more than 330 subcategories. It's journal-based classification, which means that not particular articles, but journals claim to which subject area or subject category they belong to. And how to find this list of subject categories, very narrow subject categories? It's very easy. You can go to our information portal, elsevier.com, and here, and the tab which devoted to Scopus, how Scopus works, and page about the Scopus content, at the bottom, you can find the list of sources indexed in Scopus. I've already downloaded this list, and let me just move. Here you can find different tabs. First of all, definitely the list of all sources indexed in Scopus, but the last tab called ASGC classification codes. And here, indeed, you can find the list of 26 subject areas and more than 300 subcategories per subject area. And you can see here, even we have a subject category, which is called philosophy. And how to use this subject category in your search. You just need to use code. You can see every subject category has its own code. So for search in Scopus, you can use this code. And I will show how to use it. This code, we just need to remember this code. We should come back to Scopus, click on edit your search. jump to advanced search. And here, just add subdomain field. You should type this field, search field, subdomain, and then use the code 1211. And let's see, are there any documents which connected with philosophy? Yes, more than 2,000 documents, and it's much better than almost 500,000. And for you, probably as philosopher, it will be enough to look through the whole list, or you can limit this list by other filters, set filters as open access if it's important for you, as publication years. For example, we are interested in the recent 5 years or even less. And you can see, by the way, the number of publications on artificial intelligence and connected to the philosophical, let's say, topic or journals, which claim that they publish articles, research articles in philosophy. You see that the number of publications is growing. And you can check this source list, because again, if we are talking about artificial intelligence in general, definitely the majority of the publications will be in the journals which devoted to the or assigned to computer science, etc. And for philosopher, for example, it's a big question where to read these articles and where to submit further your own article if you are ready to publish. And here, already here, you can find this list of journals. But again, it's a big question if it's, again, if these journals, if these publications cover particularly your topic. So you can look through this list. You can compare journals. How to do this? You can use analyze search results, and here it's downloaded, and here you can use one of the tiles which is called documents by year by source. And if we are looking, for example, for the documents overview for last 5 years, we can set this year's range for 5, for example, starting from 2019, and definitely we will receive the least number of documents. And you can see the graph where we can see the number of articles per journal per year, and a link compare sources and view site score, SGR, as SNP data, where you can find more details about these selected journals. Again, you can check these numbers if you are looking for example, for highly cited journals. I mean, highly cited here, for example, the tail which is called percent not cited by year, which means if this percent of articles which are not cited within selected journals is low, it means that but this one, it looks like it's a new journal. It means that the biggest percent of this of the articles which are published in these journals is highly cited, and it gives you more chances if your article will be accepted in this journal to publish in this journal. You have more chances that your article will be cited as well. So again, detail percentage document not cited by year, and we are looking for those journals for which this percent is lowest. Lowest percent of not cited documents by year. Then, as I said, you have more chances that your documents, if your article will be accepted, then you have more chances that your article will be cited in the journal. So let's come back. This way we've already somehow decrease the number of search results, and more or less can understand understand if in our case there is any space for philosophical research within artificial intelligence. Then you can explore publications, either the recent ones, or you can sort these publications by citations and look at the most cited publications. But what else? You can find within these publications. And at our during our previous sessions, we already mentioned this. It's about topics. Probably you already mentioned in Scopus at the article level or abstract level, there section which is called SciVal topic. And here you can see that particularly this article is assigned to a topic which is called fairness, discrimination, transfer of learning. Nothing in the title of this topic about artificial intelligence, but we can see that indeed one of the author keywords is artificial intelligence, and this research devoted indeed to artificial intelligence and discover some ethical aspects. And what does mean this topic name? What this topic about, and what does mean this prominence percentile? If you as user of Scopus click on the title of the topic, then you will find following information. You will find the representative documents which are within this selected topic. You can find here top authors in this topic, and you can find the key phrase analysis of this topic, which also could be useful information in terms of the reading these articles, following these authors, and probably using some of key phrases for your publication or for your further search analysis. Let me jump back to the topics and SciVal.
Well, maybe one because it sounds maybe to be crucial from my end, that share with our participants what is the difference between ASJC classification
and topics,
available topics, because sometimes why I'm talking about, I'm receiving in recent time a lot of different emails from colleagues from our region with questions how we can manage ASJC classification according to my papers. So generally speaking, ASJC, based on its name, all science journal classification is not classifying scientific documents, it's actually classifying sources where your papers have been published. And based on affiliation of the source, you are receiving or you are gaining the codes to your papers. The main difference between ASJC and the topics is that the topics based what you have, what you written actually. So based on abstract, keywords, and the title of your paper. And here you can affiliate, or the paper can be affiliate only to one topic, no more. But in a JSGC and SJC classification, journal can be affiliated with more than one code, because we know that sometimes journals are interoperable and they are publishing papers from different areas like philosophy, archaeology, artificial intelligence. What else, guys? Medicine or medical science? I don't know. Maybe it exists somewhere. But actually, based on it, we can see as the users, as the people looking for crucial elements for us, detailed information and touching actually the same intellect interest.
But can I add as well about the topics and difference between topics and probably summarized between topics and journal-based classification. So you can see example, journal, minds and machines, and you can see the mentioned subject areas. 2 subject areas and 2 subcategories, arts and humanities, philosophy, and computer science, artificial intelligence, which means that all publications in these journals will be at the same time attributed or linked or assigned to the philosophy and artificial intelligence, to both of these subject categories. While topics, and if we'll talk about topics are based on clustering of citation network of almost 95% of Scopus content. So each topic is a collection of documents with a common interest and is clustered within SciVal based on direct citation analysis using a reference documents list. And a document, as Bartek already mentioned, can belong to only one topic, despite of journal classification approach, ASGC classification approach. So this is the difference. And you guys, Bartek, you and Kirill also added information about the topic's prominence. So if we are talking about a journal classification system, how can we benchmark journals? We should understand how they differ from each other. And this approach, these metrics which were created, we call them journal metrics, and the most familiar and famous is impact factor. Then you can see here 3 other metrics: site score, SGR, and SNP, which are calculated based on Scopus data. And these metrics allows us to compare journals, benchmark journals within subject area, or if we are talking about SNP, it's subject normalized metric. While for the topics, when we created topics, we created how many we have topics? We have more than 96,000 topics. There was an idea how to differ these topics, and different metrics were taken into account and tested, and at the end we stopped on the topics prominence. And topics prominence combines 3 metrics: citation count, views count, and average site score of the journal where the articles within these topics are published. And you can see that citation count or views count or site score, they are related to the particular year of when the article was published minus and those articles which were published 1 year ago within this topic, which means that this metric, this topic prominence, reflect indeed the momentum, the interest of the research society to the particular topic. The high citations within of the articles when they were published mean that early interest and application of this research by other researchers. The same is regarding to the views. Article is published, if it's read, downloaded immediately, and we see grow high numbers, it means that this research cause interest within the research community. And site score, as I mentioned, is journal metric. If the more authoritative journals accept publications on this topic, it means that the experts who are editors, they're experts on particular subject, on particular topics or subject areas. It means that they confirm that by accepting this article, they confirm that this topic indeed is actual and very promising. Guys, do you have anything to add regarding to the topic's prominence?
Yeah, I think maybe a couple words to
Sure.
to stress the meaning of the topics, because and particularly its single most important metric, the topic's prominence, that was developed carefully in such a way that it correlates to the highest possible degree with the amount of individual grants assigned to researchers in those respective research topics. And if you delve into the publication that is down on this slide you see on your screens, you will see that the value of this prominence metric explains around 1/3 of the variance of the total amount of grants distributed between different topics. So to cut a long story short, when you are looking for a new direction in your career, or specifically if you are a master's student or a PhD student and you're looking for what to devote your professional life in the next few years, it's highly likely that if you pick a topic that falls into a cluster or a topic of prominence with the high value of the prominence metric, it's highly likely that it will be much easier for you not only to publish with the highly rated journals, not only to attract attention to your research, but also to secure international funding for your first research project. That is evidence-based, and that is why we highly recommend you to align your research interests with the current trends according to the global landscape of research.
Thank you, Kirill. Thank you. Then, if no additional comments from Bartek, then let me continue. So
I'll always add something, but I believe that you guys mention everything, just simplifies. Views, they are always first, because people start reading because they are looking for the latest papers, so they start reading. Secondly, when they read the papers, they are citing that papers, so we have a citations after views. And then finally, when they are publishing, they are selecting the best available sources for their papers, and based on it, we can use the prominence with the topics to share across all users, to give them the another tool to say, okay, I'm here. This is the whole community of the people thinking about the same problems in science as I am. So based on it, what we can do, we are giving it these as a feature in SciVal. So I believe that my colleagues will share shortly, because Gala was changing for SciVal.
right. So we are now back at the Scopus page, at the article page, and again within the section SciVal topic. I already showed you how to explore more about this topic within Scopus. But if you're interested in more details, in exploring more and further on this topic, then it's better to go to SciVal. Not even it's better, it's necessary to go to SciVal. And here you can see the tab, which is called Analyze in SciVal. And this tab will be available over, if you click on this, you will jump to SciVal. If you have subscription to SciVal as well for Scopus. And now is system opened. And here you can indeed do further research or investigation on this topic. You can see the trends, you explore information or details on who involved into this research in terms of the institutions, countries. Very important, I think, from my point of view, and very useful information regarding to the authors who is working on this topic across the globe. And also this information could be useful, this investigation at the early stage of your preparation for the research. If you are looking for the collaborators, if you want to expand your collaboration and enhance your team, your research team with the specialists with the same interest as you have. One of the very convenient feature for in SciVal is possibility to filter or by country. If you are not sure that you will receive the response from for example, USA, specialists from USA, then you can limit your search by your neighbors' countries, or by those organizations or countries with which you already has established collaboration by probably on other research topics. So then you can do search within the selected country. Let's check if there is any researchers from Romania, for example. Yes, from Bucharest and West University of Timisoara. Today we have, by the way, participants from Timisoara. So very quick search, and you can check the publications. I mean, found authors, and check if the aspects of their research close to your search, to your interest. Also, again, if we are doing a quick overview of the topic, and for example, looking for the sources, because it's one of the title, part of the title of our today's session. Indeed, here we can find as well the list of the sources which published the documents on selected research, which is a topic which is called fairness, discrimination, transfer of learning. Again, just want to highlight, nothing in this title about philosophy, nothing in this title about artificial intelligence. But again, probably on the one hand, it could help you to narrow your search. On the other hand, it could expand your view, and you can look at this topic or explore this topic, which could be even more closer to your interest than initially selected keywords. So here you can find the list of the sources where the documents within these topics were published. You can use different metrics to play or to sort this list. For example, if you're looking for the serials which are in Q1, for example, then you can select this metric. In section cited, you can select publications in top journal percentile, and then select top 25%. Don't know why it's not selected. Okay, but okay, let's it's funny. Let's stop on 10%. Then select any of preferable journal metric and choose this metric, and then do sorting. And here you can see the list of the journals or serials which fit to your selection. And again, it could be the list of potential sources for your future article, or list of the sources which could be added to your must-to-read sources. And definitely here you can look through the articles which are published in these sources, and which are about or which are devoted to the selected topic. So this is the way how you can use Scopus and SciVal on finding the relevant topic and relevant sources. There are a few ways how you can jump or you can work with topics in SciVal. Once again, just to remind, for both databases, for Scopus and SciVal, you have to have subscription. So topics. First of all, you can jump onto topics from Scopus to SciVal, and we already did it. Also, another way, you can do search within those 96,000 topics which were created and available to explore in SciVal. And here you can see on the left-hand side, you can see this section or this level, entity level, which is called topics, clusters, and groups. And if I will artificial intelligence, you can see system offered me different topics and clusters. Those filled in circles means topics clusters, which means that we also did another step around the work. We clustered topics as well, and you can do search, or you can analyze these bigger clusters, or these not filled circles with one dot inside means that you look at their topics, 1 out of 96,000 topics. Another way, one more way to work with topics or to come to topics is using again search terms and create your own search area, and then explore this search area in terms of the topics. And again, you can in this case you have to go to the level of research areas, click on this area, and then click define in your research area. Then a system will forward you to the search field where you can use different option how to use your search. Either it will be one stream, or you can use this option this way. And again, if we are talking about artificial intelligence, do search. Next step will be the option to narrow your search results. And similar to Scopus, here we can use subject, not similar, but close to almost similar to Scopus. We can use filtering and apply filters, which filters of subject areas. For example, if we remember correctly, our philosophy is this subject category is within arts and humanities. We can limit by arts and humanities and click limit to, and then we'll have only 4,000 publications. Click next step, and let's see if let's do this way, save and finish. What is system doing? Now system is doing search through all Scopus documents, and you can see as the number of documents is less than 5,000, then the research area will be created immediately. And how to, but again, it's the set of the documents which was created based on our search terms, again, search terms. How to explore the topics already within SciVal. We can, in this case, we go to overview module and click on topics tab. And you can see more than 1,000 topics, and you can see the list of these topics. And we can do sorting by prominence. So in our case, it's a research area about artificial intelligence, but we didn't apply yet, let's say, philosophical theme. And Bartek, Kirill, subject areas is not filter applicable for research area. Yeah.
No, it isn't.
But this is, if I may jump, because this is a way how to use the subject areas here. If you can click from table view to the wheel chart, you will see the different colors. The colors are quite close what we have seen during the presentation from Boyack and Klavan's paper about whole earth science. And you will see that this is some areas on a circle with short names for letters, and top hand side, let's keep with the yellow one, is social sciences. So in that particular topic, some of the papers are highly affiliated with this area, but bear in mind, this is not like a source of the journals. This is whole elements from these kind of topics. They're quite close to social science, but sometimes you can also see that some dots are moving into the middle of that cycle and still keep the color from the border of it. Means that this is more interoperable across other areas, like for example chemistry moving to the health science, or computer science moving to the environmental science, because this is something a mathematical models talking about climate. So based on all of these things, you can easily moving here from different areas. Additionally, what can be very useful, because I believe that all of you are tracking mostly the top authors in your particular subject, research areas, and so on. You can also build such a graph as Galina actually sharing with you based on the particular researchers. If you don't have Galina, anyone, I can share a Nobel Prize winner, and then we will see how it looks like.
Please share.
Okay, so let me share my screen for a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have to know that I'm archaeologist actually from my first education. So I'm following very people oriented for archaeology, physical anthropology. This is Svante Pabo, professor, who is working on evolutionary anthropology here in Max Planck Institute. But actually, we are an overview, and then we have the subtop topics also here on the level of that particular person. Of course, the numbers is much lower because this is only 13 topics in this particular time. This guy won the Nobel Prize, so we can be sure that he is following probably by a lot of people around the world. And we see, okay, his main topic, mostly the big circle, the big dot in the middle, is Neanderthals, anatomically modern humans, and genome. So we can actually know, I know him, so I can say that, okay, this guy is properly working on it. This is his domain, actually. So when I'm clicking it, I will see all information. And every one of you, if you have a papers indexed in Scopus, you can see the same graph for you, for your colleagues, for your leaders, for your mentors. Even built on SciVal features, you can create your own department, and based on it, you can see such kind of graph for you, for all of the colleagues creating your department of your university, or even your university if you want. So this is something what could be useful. I see some questions. Do I cover everything, or should I add something, guys, here?
Again, it's up to you. but I think we already. It's about the subscription. If SciVal is
Okay,
free
so
or you need subscription.
Okay, so let me add last thing, because mostly we know that the highly cited researchers are crucial, but sometimes we are giving ourselves a questions where I'm located, where my mentor is located in a top global schema of research. Here we have a very unique options because we are not comparing ourselves with other guys. We can compare with researchers oriented only for the same topic as this selected person. If I'm click here, analyze more detail, you will see I will jump from overview automatically to the trends module, and then I can use this same thing as Galina mentioned before. I can click on the others and I can investigate where I am located on the long list of 500 top authors based on the scholarly output. So here I see the list of the most productive people in a selected period of time. So based on it, we know back our mind that this guy, what we have seen, was a Nobel Prize winner. So we can try to find Svante Pabo, and Svante is on the 13th position in this particular 2017-2021 based on his numbers of papers. But anyway, if you see the other metrics, what also my colleagues share, you can see the more corresponding numbers, very crucial, especially citation, field-weighted citation impact 4.12 means 400% times more they are citing Pabo's papers than the other similar papers. So this is also something what could be a crucial to say, okay, why the guy after the top 10 receiving the Nobel Prize? So this is something like, I'm not answering that question, but I'm kindly inviting you, if you have access, try this feature, start from yourself, from your papers, see your topics, look where are you located, where is the toppest player, the most crucial players for your topic. Maybe you're missing someone, or maybe you're missing the source, which are crucial for you to reading, to track the latest information, or even to starting to publish, to try to pay your latest, newest paper there. Maybe it will be success. I'm wishing you a lot of these kind of successes, of course. Gala, back into you.
Yeah, thank you, Bartek. I just want to probably finalize or summarize to use these features which we shared today, you need to have access to Scopus and SciVal. And just let me share again my screen. So, and if you have access to both databases, and probably, and not probably, but very often I saw when people they start search in Scopus, for example, applying this submain filter or search field, and then they just import found publications to SciVal. And here you can see this option, just select all publication and feature to select SciVal as expert in as source to expert to. And then in this case, if you have access to both databases, then you can see it's more than 2,000. Then you will be able to find these exported publications in the at the level of or in within the entities which is called publication set. And here is another example. But again, you can explore the topics again, which the authors there, and many other things which we already shared with you in overview module, in trends module. So it's how we call it, two systems are connected, and you can easily jump from one system to another, and not just to necessity to use both systems, but to use benefits of both systems. As you asked about SciVal, about access to SciVal, in this case, we would like to ask you if you are interested in SciVal. And now I will try to launch the poll. You should see these questions. Would you like to have access to SciVal? Yes or no? We will collect these answers, and I think you do not mind if we will probably share these contacts with our colleagues who will contact you in terms of their offering options, how to get access to SciVal and test SciVal if you have not yet this system.
But mostly, I'm kindly advised from my side to contact with your library first also.
First, you're right.
Because in many times you have, or your university or institutions have subscription, but maybe it's shared with the administrative staff because they are using it for evaluation, for tracking the strategy or something similar. And you see value from the research side, and this is something that can be very, very helpful also and useful for your needs.
Thank you, Bart, for this very important addition. Indeed, we have seen many times when we receive requests to provide access to SciVal, but at the end we found that university already has subscription to SciVal, and librarians are those, let's say, holder of treasures.
This is very simple. We are hearing it from very different angles. Yeah. Communication, internal communication is very crucial. So I believe that each institution in our region has own intranet, and in that intranet is a lot of information, but sometimes they are not on the top of it. They are sometimes inside, and you need to mine for those kind of information. But I kindly advise to do it. Even if you, for example, are using Scopus or Science Direct today, and you have your user account, try to log into SciVal, because if your university has access, you can log into SciVal using the same user credentials as for Science Direct or Scopus.
Thank you, Bartek. So I finished the poll. So and just to summarize, we talked today about how to find a relevant topic and relevant journal for your publication using Scopus and SciVal, adding or using some features which are available in Scopus and SciVal. But let us also remind you essential, I would say, recommendation on how to find journal for your publication. And if you attended our colleagues' author workshops, or we also in our webinars, we also use this information, you should remember that one of the way to review and select journal for your publication could be your own bibliography, your own reference list. Then we suggest also to look at the citing journals or journals which are citing your colleagues or your mentor. Bartek today mentioned this, but in terms of the topics, but also it will be useful if you look at the list of the journals where your mentor or your professor is published and where his or her articles are cited. Very often I saw the examples when people or researcher is publishing in for example, in journals in Q2, Q3, but there were some publications which are cited his or her research in journals Q1. And for this person, for this researcher, it's a chance indeed next time to submit his research into this more authoritative journal, referring to the citing his previous publications in this journal. And more about this you can find, more information about this you can find in our author workshops and our webinars, recorded webinars on specifically focused or devoted to finding the journal for your publication. Also, as we try to do today, is search in Scopus or in SciVal by keywords or through the index titles and compare titles. And the final thing is using special tools which allows you to select the journals which will match your criteria in terms of their journal metrics, in terms of their duration of the reviewing process, in terms of their rejection rate, etc. And one of these tools is our Elsevier Journal Finder. Also, probably final thing is to highlight that selecting the right journal means you select the let's say the successful future of your publication, and it will help you to it influences on the quality, indeed, discoverability, visibility, impact, and importance of your research if you select the journal which again match or fit these criteria as well. And if you spend so many efforts to do your research, to prepare your research, to prepare your article, there should be definitely another additional extra step, and spend time on selecting the right journal where to submit this publication. And last station is our useful links. Scopus support center, SciVal support center, a lot of information about the features, about metrics used in both systems, how to use, how to work, how to apply, how to create everything. And also our Central and Eastern Europe customer hub, where you can find the records of already delivered webinars, not only within the research intelligence or research management solutions like Scopus and SciVal, but also you can find their information and webinars on devoted to searching the documents, preparing the article, focused on authors and researchers and how to prepare successfully their publication. And contact us if you have any questions or if you have any requests on how to get access or how to use these or that features in Scopus or SciVal. Here is the screenshot of our customer hub with the list of the webinars past and also which will be delivered in June. And within the materials which we will share after our webinar, record and presented slides. Also, you will be able to submit a request and receive your certificate. You can see the link and the code which would be used for generating certificate, electronic certificate, and we will appreciate if you share your thoughts about our today's webinar and offer probably new topics which are interesting for you and which we could cover next time. That is all from my side, and so do you have any questions?
I guess me and Kiru trying to answer all questions. When
Yes, thank you very much.
So we covered it.
In this case, probably let me stop recording and